C'est un plaisir d'être en Belgique, surtout dans ce festival. C'est comme si c'était la famille, quoi. C'est-à-dire que on vient ici depuis 93 et on est encore ici cette année, en 2024. Je pense qu'on fait partie de la famille de ce festival. J'adore beaucoup ce festival.
Let's start from the beginning of Tabou Combo. 3 current members were there from the beginning. Can you introduce them?
The members that were there from the beginning were, of course, the founding fathers, Albert Chancy and Herman No. And then came Jean-Claude Jean, Yvon André, Serge Guerrier, myself, Yves Joseph. We were 7 at the beginning.
What kind of music did you want to play when you came together, and what music inspired you?
There was a radio station that we all listened to in Haiti, was Radio Haiti, and they were always playing music from other countries, international, especially from France. And we became familiar with the top artists from France, like Dalida, Johnny Hallyday, and of course, we were influenced by the music of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones because they were playing that kind of music too. That's the music that influenced us, Tabou Combo.
Which compa bands did you like at the end of the 60s?
It was mixed. There were 2 major compa bands at that time. Of course, the father of compa, which was Neumou Jean-Baptiste, and there was Weber Siko on the other side. So in the band, we were always fighting between Neumou Jean-Baptiste and Weber Siko. Myself and Jean-Claude Jean, the guitar player, we were a fan of Neumou Jean-Baptiste.
Did you have a fixed location where you played?
First of all, we started playing at people's house because we had no contracts. In other words, whenever somebody's organizing a party, we offered our service. Can we play for you? Because we have a band, we're gonna play. So I remember Albert Chancy was always carrying his amp and his guitar in his car, and we go around just playing for people at people's house. And then again, when we started becoming a little bit popular, we started playing at clubs. Back then, Ben always played on stage at movie theaters. Even in the United States, the stage was the movie theater. So we played at a place called Cine Paramount in Port-au-Prince. We play every Saturday. So we play before, and then after they show a movie, like a cowboy movie. So we attracted a lot of people. And to tell you the truth, that's how we acquired our stage presence. Because compa was originally made for dance, for ball and stuff like that. But fortunately enough for us, we had that stage set up, and we started playing on stage. That's how we acquired our stage presence by playing at the movie theater.
How old was your audience?
Young as us, 19, 18, 16, young audience, yeah, teenagers.
You were the only compa guitar band to use an accordion until 1975. Was there a particular reason for using an accordion?
We had some role models growing up, other bands that were like a little bit older than us. There's a band called Tabou Combo. We used to play, they were a little bit older than us, and so we always try to kind of emulate what they do, and they had an accordion, so therefore we had an accordion too. And to tell you the truth, the guitar player of Tabou Combo, Tite Pascal, was a tutor for Albert Chancy, our guitar player. So he was teaching chords and guitars, so we were very much influenced by Tabou Combo, so yes.
The album Eight Sacrament from 1974 was the most successful compa album abroad. New York City became the most successful compa single, that with over 9 minutes playing time. You have chosen a musical style that allowed a large number of foreigners to get into compa direct. Can you tell us something about the making of this important album and the musical situation in New York in early 70s?
When we immigrated to the United States, we were influenced by soul music, like James Brown and Sly and the Family Stone, Carlos Santana. That was the music that we were facing when we arrived at the United States. And we wanted to be like these bands, you know, we wanted to be as big, you know, have a big audience. So when we left, when we broke in 80, the band separated in 80 when we came to the United States, we acquired that guitar player, Dadou Pasquet, who was like somehow like a Jimi Hendrix kind of. So it perfectly fit in that pattern. And his guitar was very out there, very, I say loud and you know, so it really fit the tendency that the band, of the group that we have. Like Carlos Santana, we used to play Carlos Santana song. We play Black Magic Woman. We play Earth, Wind and Fire. We always wanted to be this kind of group, you know. We never wanted to be like a traditional compa band. So we wanted to take compa from the dance floor to the big stage. So that's why we're so different. That's why we're different than other compa bands, and that's why we're so successful, because we can take our music and bring it to different culture, different people.
The album was first released on Mini Records.
Yes.
How was it possible to gain access to a major label and then new audience back then?
The story, what I heard from the story, we had a contract with Mini Record, a record contract with Mini Record, but we never thought about that our music will be open to other people, because that's 1975. So our audience was basically Haitians, but we never, even though we, like I said before, we wanted to be international, but we didn't know we were going to be so international at that time. So Mini Records signed us for this record, and then he was approached by somebody in France to distribute that music in France. So when he signed a contract with the guy in France, and the music became very popular. New York City became a major hit in all Europe. And we were shocked. We were surprised. We were not ready for that.
And there was a big Antillian cadence wave in 1975-76 to name Gramax XR1 Les Aiglons. All mini jazz bands were regrouped and changed their sound and arrangements, while Tabou Combo didn't make any hard cuts. You have developed more slowly and consistently. I think you reflected modern black music into your type of compa. And was it your musical preference, or was it for strategic reasons?
We changed with time. We changed with, because we always follow the tendency of music, the way the music is going in the world back in the days. When the Gramax came, I remember Gramax from Yves Joseph and XR1. That was the beginning of international competition. So we had to make some arrangement to be competitive in this world, you know, in the environment. So I guess we changed a little bit. Now you're saying it, because we never noticed it that much, but now you're saying that, I realize that. Like I said, we always listen to American music a lot. Our influence was Earth, Wind and Fire, the Commodores. So when we started, we were like 7, just percussion and guitars and sometimes accordion and stuff like that. But we never had horns. We started having horns when we were listening to Earth, Wind and Fire, when we listened to the Commodores, and we said, it's a good idea to put horns in a band, so we have that kind of sound.
Yeah, it was the time when Les Difficiles stopped the guitar band, and then TP Express was founded.
Yeah, it was a different era. Yes, everybody, like the young musicians, started putting horns in the band. You know, it was a complete change. I mean, not we think Tabou Combo alone, but we think all the new bands in Haiti. Yes.
For 10 albums, you used the Commodore's logo adaptation. You recorded several titles in English. Were you ever toying with a Motown contract?
Yes, yes. We liked the Commodores, and I remember one time the manager of the Commodores, the late Benjamin Ashburn, he saw us play for some reason. Maybe he was looking for talent. He saw us play at a club in Brooklyn, and he suggested that we meet Berry Gordy. So I remember Adolphe Chancy was the bass player and the leader of the band, went to California to meet Berry Gordy with Shubu, the singer. But the offer was a little bit not so pleasant for us, because in this kind of environment, you don't write your own song. They write the songs for you. They get the publishing. All you get is to performance. You play the song. And we always like to write our songs. And Shubu had a big accent in English. It was difficult for him to sing like an American song without an accent. At that time, there were no bands in the radio playing with a big accent. You know, the Americans was not ready for that. So that's why we missed the contract.
Around 1986, there was the immense Antillian zouk wave. All compa bands didn't survive this second wave, while you have succeeded in completely renewing your music with new technologies and some nouvelle génération sound, and that without abandoning the Tabou Combo roots. And you had big success with it. Can you tell us about this process of transformation and how you dealt with the influences of time in the late 80s?
That era was very difficult. When zouk came with a full force, new sound, new technology, we were really caught by surprise, because we were like always been a live band. So whatever recording we do, we go to the studio or we record live. We never knew about these computers, and so we were caught by surprise. And I was amazed by the sound of Kassav, the sound of the drums, the sound of the production, and the crispiness of the sound. I was like, oh my God, what kind of sound is that? We are cut with the new technology. And then we said, well, we have to come up with a solution. We have to go up to par. And then we started recording with new technology. Even ourselves, we didn't know about it. So we started hiring people. That's why we came out with the album Kitem Fez FM with a new technology. And Kitem Fez FM really made us survive the zouk era. Kitem Fez FM, and then Aux Antilles. That's how we survived. To tell the truth, Aux Antilles was a #1 hit after 5 years of Tabou Combo's absence from the music scene. Aux Antilles was like a comeback song for us. Because the zouk was really going everywhere, you know, even in Haiti, even in our own territory, people like zouk better than compa. And we were caught by surprise. It was like a big shock. One of the most difficult era, because it's like a new generation with a new concept, new music, new voices, like 5 singers singing different songs, and the songs were different. That's like a big turning point in Tabou Combo's career, that like 87, 86, yes.
Was there ever a situation where you were invited to move to another band?
Me personally?
Yes.
No, they weren't there.
Since when have you been managing Tabou Combo?
Managing Tabou Combo? Oh my God, 80, 86, 86.
One of the big advantages of Tabou Combo is you can play a ball well. You can play well a ball in Haiti or as well as a festival in Europe. Both are very different situations. Can you tell us something from your experience?
Tabou Combo is, I think, the only band, compa band I know that has different repertoire for different public. Like last night, the repertoire we play was made for foreign people, like on a festival, on a big stage. But when we play Haitian Bao, some songs you will never hear them. When we play in Martinique, we have a repertoire. When we play in Panama, we have a different repertoire. So we have different repertoire for different crowd. I think we are one of the fewest bands that has that luxury.
Over the past 20 years, compa has been shaped by what Haitian audience expect live. You have been in business for over 50 years. Mm-hmm. How do you see the future of compa?
Well, to me, technology has taken over compa. In other words, you have a guy sitting in a studio with a keyboard and a computer and deciding what song to put out, what the shape of the songs or what. To me, it just takes a lot from the music. Whereas when we used to play music, when we used to formulate a song, everybody would sit at a rehearsal studio and get us. Somebody has a melody, somebody has a guitar part or the bass part. We sit down and put the music together. You know, everybody has their own idea. Okay, what do we do here? Okay, the lead singer comes out with a melody and they say, oh yeah, okay, answer the melody. And we used to form the music together. But now you have one guy sitting at a studio and is just doing everything. I think it takes a lot from the warmth of the music. It takes a lot from the imagination of your music. And then when the music comes out, the band has to rehearse what the studio guy did. Whereas when we do your own song, everybody knows the song already. You know, it's a different. I think technology is not only taking over music, but technology is taking over the world. And we will live in a different world, like in a very, how would I call that? In a very non-sentimental world where people wouldn't have their own feeling. There's no feeling in the music anymore. It's just like a mechanical world. That's what we go into.
You are the oldest mini jazz band that has always been active. How are you preparing to preserve the old legacy and keep the band alive in the future?
What I realized in Tabou Combo, and I'm going to say it very slowly so people can understand, the message is bigger than the messengers. In other words, the message is here. The message is the music. The message is the voice. The message is the lyrics. Whenever you have somebody that can pass the message, I think Tabou Combo will always exist because the message is strong. The bass is strong. So I think Tabou Combo will survive because we have a huge repertoire and people still love the music, they still love the energy, they still love the lyrics. I can see that last night when we played at this festival last night, I can see young people, many young people, you know, singing the song, singing the lyrics with us, you know, raising their hands, enjoy. I think it's important, and the message is strong, and it's just a matter of like continuing passing the message.
This is Tabou Combo, y'all. Yeah! Thank you very much. Belgium.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you, man. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Belgium. One more time.
Belgium, thank you very much for your love.
Ou même qui domine un cafou, m'a demandé un petit classissement souple.